International Association of Machinists and Aerospace Workers. The title of today's message is No Layoff, No Pay Cut. It is time to eliminate the fear, the gloom and doom, the worry, and the intimidation. We call for Frank Borman to join us in our plan to eliminate all negative dialogue with negative solutions to perpetuate a negative situation. The head of Eastern Airlines declared publicly that this is not our war, and then contradicted that position by announcing on national TV that he fully supports the administration's position in the air traffic controller dispute. For the airline's management or the airline's unions to continue to polarize themselves and take sides is counterproductive and will only perpetuate this crisis in our industry. That negative approach is detrimental to the flying public, to the national economy, to the airline industry, but most of all, to your job security. It is time for the responsible people who run the unions and the airline industry to take a totally positive position in this national crisis with the following proposals. 1, immediate appointment of a blue ribbon committee from Congress with authority to negotiate and settle the contract. 2, that Lane Kirkland and or PATCO have veto power over any member of that congressional committee. 3, that all PATCO members will be immediately reinstated with amnesty and all arrest records destroyed. 4, that a reasonable deadline be established to have full resolution of the air traffic controller dispute. I repeat to Mr. Borman, let's join in a total commitment to call for congressional intervention with an immediate positive solution. We call for a pledge from all officials of the airlines and all officials from the airline unions for a commitment to seek only a positive, single-purpose solution to a full and final settlement of the air traffic controller problem with an immediate restoration of a full flight schedule. This is Charlie Bryan. Thank you for calling your winning circle number.
27. Number 758, speed on final going to be 90. Yes, sir, 758, that'll be right, 90. Number 758, tower now, 119.7 or 257.8. Good day. 758. That's low east to the line.
Also,
10 Southwest Carolyn, 111008000.
radar contact, 8
Check. Twin Cessna, 11100 contact Memphis Center, 120.8.
120.8, 1100.
Chattanooga West, Huntsville 232 line.
Chattanooga West.
Cherokee 8090 Foxtrot, be non-radar 7000.
Non-radar, 7000. Where's this approximate position?
He is 8 west of ON.
Say again.
8 miles west of, correction, 8 miles north of ON intersection.
Okay, 8 miles north of it, thank you.
Sure.
Okay, for 30 Delta, Charlie's clear for him to come in.
All right, Charlie's clear for this guy?
Yes, he is.
All right, and we're not going to log it if you'll just show it out if you're going to go back and use it.
Yeah, but they're planning on using it again, so
we'll just tear it down between you and I, okay?
Right.
All right. Go ahead. Now 270, turn right in 250.
250, 8927. Now 0 Foxtrot, level at 7,000.
Checking out 0 Foxtrot, thank you. Now 270, descend and maintain 2,800.
4 for 2800, United 270. So approach 24736, plug level 4.5.
That's 24736. Ident, I send level 4000, altimeter 3010.
West on the 88 line.
270, turn right, 270.
270, heading 270.
Hey, 201 Papa Lima, contact approach 118.05.
11805, thank you, good day. Hospital Tower, Germany 15143.
United 270, 3 miles an hour marker, turn right 330, maintain 2,800 till out of marker, cloud 36 left approach.
339, clear for your approach, United 270.
Army call, Russell, say again.
Birmingham West. Roger, this is Army 15143.
Army 15143, Russell.
Roger, 15143 is at OH58, we were VFR from Winston to Fort Rucker. We're on the ground approximately 5 miles south of the South Huntsville Airport due to weather, and we'd like to pass that information to the flight service station and to Redstone Army Airfield so they'll know where the hell we are. We're down for weather, and we'll call them when we crank back up. Can you do that for us, sir?
Yes, sir. I'll call and tell me on the ground 5 miles south of South Huntsville due to weather, and that we'll relay a message when you're back here.
147, would you say again, sir? You're broken.
That was 270, Tower 119.7, if you understand, I then don't acknowledge. Army 15143, I'll relay the message to flight service, and I'll tell them that when you get back airborne, you'll give us a call on this frequency, and then we'll relay that again to them.
15143, thank you very much, sir.
That was 270, Tower 119.7. Radio 186 line.
Radio.
Army 15143, VFR going down to Ozark. He's on the ground 5 miles south of the South Huntsville Airport due to weather. Everybody starts hunting him. He will call us when he gets airborne again, and we'll give you a time when he's back airborne. So just hold his flight plan and keep it, right down where he's at if anybody wants to know.
Okay, BT.
Thanks, sir.
Chattanooga, go ahead, Huntsville.
Cherokee 090 Foxtrot, radar service terminated. Contact Atlanta Center 134.05.
134.05, Huntsville, Foxtrot.
Number 15143, Huntsville.
East on the Eddy line.
East.
About 10 miles north of Dells, 9611 Romeo at 4,000.
Radar, my control.
Affirmative.
Yeah.
Copy.
Huntsville West, Birmingham, 286. Huntsville approach, Traveler 9611 Romeo, level 4,000 with Delta.
Traveler 9611 Romeo, Huntsville approach, guide in, expect vector stylus, runway 36 left approach.
Vector 36 left.
Traveler 11 Romeo, latest Huntsville weather, 900 scattered, Medicine 1,300 broken, 2,500 overcast, visibility 1 with rain and fog, wind 0106, altimeter 3009.
3009.
Traveler 11 Romeo, fly heading 180.
180.
Traveler 11 Romeo, be advised your transmitter's weak, better readable.
Is that any better?
Yes, sir, it's a little bit better, about 3 by 3 now.
Just a minute, I'll change to the other one.
Ready.
Romeo, Huntsville, how do you hear this transmitter?
Oh, Romeo, it's a little weak but readable, about like the other one, about 3 by 3.
11 Romeo.
Says 736, painting the weather starts about your present position to rocket VOR. If you want to avoid the weather, fly heading of 360, receiving Chevyville, proceed direct. That'll keep you just east of everything I'm painting.
Okay, 360 on the heading, so we're able to direct Shelbyville. We appreciate that.
Roger. Last 36194, Huntsville approach.
Roger, 194, approximately 20 miles east, inbound to Decatur, 3,200. 1200.
Last 194, Huntsville weather is 900 scattered, Missing 1,300 broken, 2,500 overcast, visibility 1, rain and fog. Maintain VFR, squawk 0115, IDEM.
0115.
Huntsville West, idea.
Archer King 962, Juliet Charlie's off, coming out of 2,200.
King 963, Juliet Charlie, your radar contact, CDR nav on course, climb maintain 10,000, say altitude leaving.
On course out of 2,400.
Right.
Up to 10,000.
Ready. Last 36194, radar contact 30 miles east of Huntsville Airport. As the weather area starts about 15 miles ahead of you, it runs north and south off my scope, and people are reporting rain and IFR conditions. Altimeter 3009, what are your intentions?
Roger, Huntsville, you are broken up, 323.
Yes, there's a weather area, line of weather, 15 miles ahead of you between you and Decatur, runs north and south off my scope, and people are reporting IFR conditions in the weather. What are your intentions?
Roger, stand by.
Says 736, what are your flight conditions now?
Oh, we're getting light, some moderate rain, occasional light shot, generally pretty good ride.
All right, you in the clouds or you above the clouds?
Oh, we're solidly in it.
Right.
East 88, handoff.
Huntsville, I'm on his like back on his left.
194, I just stand by 1736, last 5 to 10 miles, you've been solid IFR.
Hey, sir.
194, got a Cessna that just came by at Gunnersville. He's reporting IFR conditions. I suggest Scottsboro, which is about 10 miles behind you.
Okay, let's try Scottsboro then.
Roger, 194. If you're going to vector to Scottsboro, flatting 070, maintain VFR, and state your present altitude where I can talk to you.
Roger, 3,200.
All right.
070.
Delta 11 Romeo, what are your flight conditions?
We're on solid instruments. We could see the ground about 10 miles back through thin haze, but we're solid on now.
36194, the heading is 070. You're in a right turn to 070.
Affirmative.
Roger, sir.
9074 November 1000.
9074 November, Huntsville approach, ident, miles discretion, center maintain 5,000. Expect ILS 36 left approach to the Huntsville Airport. Let me know when you have information echo.
Okay, you say go down to 5,000.
Hey, miles discretion maintain 5,000. Let me know when you have information echo. King Air 963 Juliet Charlie, climb and maintain 14,000.
3 Juliet Charlie, 14,000.
63 Juliet Charlie, disregard that. Now maintain 10,000, 10,000.
Okay, altitude?
10,000, 10,000.
Roger. 74 November, Scott Echo.
74 November, thanks, sir.
And Huntsville approach, 2230, what are you descending down to 5?
2230 Delta, Huntsville approach, ident, maintain 5,000, turn 10 degrees left, Baker's DCA, runway 17 at Redstone. Huntsville weather, 100 scattered, mayor ceiling 1,300 broken, 2,500 overcast, visibility 1, rain and fog. Wind 010 at 900 and altimeter at 3009.
Please do that, Roger.
74 November, flight heading 240, vector southwest, final approach course.
Okay, 240.
194, flight heading 080.
080. How much further before 3 Series C can I expect higher?
30 descend maintain 2,700.
30D on that at 2.7.
You had a question?
3JC, about how much further before we can expect higher? We're getting a real rough ride here at 10.
Yes, sir, we're working like a devil to get it for you. Just now got it, climb maintain 14,000.
I'll do out a 10 for 4 3, thank you.
Roger. Just 194, turn right heading 090. That's a 36194, flighting 090.
194 to 090. And approach, I have an aircraft calling me on the frequency, may need some assistance on my approach. 159018000.
Call out, so say yes.
Roger, on so 194, I have an aircraft, possible emergency, I'm gonna answer him on another frequency with information.
194 approved, keep me advised.
194, aircraft calling 194, go ahead. Until approved, Jeremy, 15901. 04. You need to, I'm diverting the cop ball.
15901, standby, emergency in progress.
Negative emergency, just aircraft running no conditions.
Okay, 194, appreciate your help, and don't have the frequency anymore. 15901, Army 15901, ident, expect the GCA runway 17, rest on flighting 020, I'll give you the weather letter.
020, 15901, roger.
And verify you're at 8,000.
15901, affirmative, 8,000.
963 Juliet Charlie, Squawk 3115.
3115.
963 Juliet Charlie, contact Atlanta Center 134.05. Sorry about the delay on the climb.
134.05, on.
11 Romeo flighting 200.
200.
Roger. Just Lance 194, Scottsboro 12 o'clock, 6 miles, Port Airport in sight.
494, I guess.
Okay. Lance 194, you still squawking 0115?
Affirmative.
Okay, radar contact's lost, and your last position in the airport was at 12, 1 o'clock, 5 miles. If you look here, there's a mountain, a little bit of hill with a antenna on top of it, and then a river. The airport's in between those two fixes.
Roger, I'll tell you where you are now.
11 Romeo flighting 180, ident. 194 squawk VFR, radar service terminated for exchange for a good day.
Thank you very much for your help.
30 Delta flighting 160.
Yeah, 30 Delta 160.
All right.
Scottsboro, Unicom, Lance 36194.
Lance 194, you're still on approach. Army 901, expected GCA runway 17 at rest on Hudson weather, 900 scattered, mayor setting 1,300 broken, 2,500 overcast, visibility 1, rain and fog. Hudson wind 020 at 8, now altimeter 3009.
3009.
2230 Delta, flighting 170.
170, 30D.
So that's 24736, you're getting a good ride.
Occasional light the matter, it's nothing too bad.
Roger.
15901, verify last heading 901-020.
Heading 030.
030, welcome.
Roger.
Hospital approach, Cessna 7677 Golf.
Cessna 7677 Golf, Huntsville.
Alright, we're about 40 or 50 out in this miserable weather, somewhere about 20 north of Scottsboro. Divert us there with 194, or we'll try to come on into Huntsville with you. We're 2,500, stalking 1,200.
Okay, everybody starting to point about 20 miles east of Huntsville westbound is IFR weather, and everybody's reporting IFR weather. I suggest you just going into Scottsboro like the other guy did.
Alright, if you pick me up on radar, I'm into the clouds, I can see where I'm going.
77 Golf, maintain VFR, squawk 0116.
Anthony's about 2.7.
Roger. I'm in 901, flighting 010.
010, 901.
So 736, turn right heading 030, vectors around some weather.
030, 736.
Over there, 11 Romeo, flighting 160, descend maintain 2,800.
160 and 2,800.
So 77 Golf, are you squawking 0116? $30, turn right heading 180.
Right, 180, 30D.
Cessna 77 Golf, Huntsville approach.
Go ahead, I just did a 180.
Cessna 77 Golf, roger. Maintain VFR. Are you squawking 0116?
That's affirmative.
Okay, what's your exact position? I'm not painting you on radar at the present time. Maybe due to your low altitude.
Alright.
Army 901, descend maintain 6,000.
901, departing 8,000 to 6,000.
Stack 30 Delta, contact GCA 124.8, good day.
24, 30D.
That's 77 Golf. I'm still not painting you on radar. Can you maintain VFR and climb?
We're maintaining VFR 2.5. We're going to try to follow our route back and locate vector off of Scottsboro.
Okay, what was the last known position you knew you were at?
Stand by, let me look.
Army 901, flighting 360.
360, 901.
We went across Stevenson about 15 or 20 minutes ago, 77 Golf. I'm trying to go back there.
You say you were at Stevenson about 15 or 20 minutes ago?
We were inbound to Huntsville, but we have turned around now.
Okay, and the last known position was Stevenson, Alabama?
That's affirmative about 15 or 20 minutes ago.
Do you see the Tennessee River by any chance?
Say again.
Do you see a river, the Tennessee River, a big river by any chance?
We did cross the Tennessee River and went south west of the Tennessee.
Color 11 Romeo, turn right, 240 if you understand that. 77 Golf, I understand you do see it or you did see it a while ago? 77 Golf, Huntsville.
You say 240 for 11 Romeo.
11 Romeo, affirmative. 74 November, turn left heading 210.
210, 74 November.
So 77 Golf, Huntsville, how do you hear?
Huntsville back in for 77 Golf.
77 Golf, do you say you see the Tennessee River now, or you saw him before?
We crossed over before. We're trying to go southeast bound and find the Tennessee again.
Okay, let me know if you pick the river up.
All right, well, thanks for your help.
Army 901, flighting 350. Center maintain 4,000.
3,000, out of 6,200 for 4,000.
Travel 11 Romeo, turn right heading 270 to center maintain 2,800.
270 and 2,800.
74 November, center maintain 2,800.
74 November, out of 5,000 for 24.
Army 901, fly heading 340 to center maintain 2,700.
15901 is out of 5,900 for 2,700.
Roger. Travel 11 Romeo, turn right heading 330, 3 miles from the outer marker, maintain 2,800 till the outer marker, clouds runway 36 left approach.
That's 330 and cleared for the approach.
Roger. So 77 Golf, what do you see on the ground right now?
Yeah, we're just heading across the highway. I'm going to turn to the right a little bit, check around, see if this is a community or a city. I can get a water tower or something on.
Okay. Cessna 736, flighting 360.
360, 6736.
Travel 11 Romeo, tower now, 119.7.
119.7.
So 77 Golf, ident.
0116. We're over a water tower over a factory, but it does not have a name on it.
77 Golf, I think I just saw you there on the radar about 10 miles northwest of Scottsboro. What's your heading?
And we're doing turns about a point on this water tower right now.
Okay.
There's no name on it.
Okay, what's your heading? Did you say you're just doing turns? And well, I saw you on radar. I just got you for one sweep. That's probably due to your low altitude, but it looks like about a 15, make it a 140 heading, take you right to the Scottsboro Airport. Cessna 77 Golf, Huntsville. Commander 74 November, turn right heading 250.
250, 74 November.
Cessna 736, proceed direct Chevyville.
736, Roger, direct Shelbyville.
Cessna 7677 Golf, Huntsville.
Go ahead, Huntsville 77 Golf.
Okay, I think I saw you there on radar for about one sweep. Fly a 140 heading. That should take you right to the Tennessee River and the Scottsboro Airport.
All right, we're on 140 this time.
Okay. Matter 74 November and Army 901, Huntsville Tower, visibility 2 miles.
101, thank you.
Stand by. Tricon GCA 289 line.
Good.
Yes, I got an aircraft just passing the rocket vortex.
Army 901, 340 heading, going to 27, your control.
Okay.
Army 15901, contact GCA 124.8 or 237.5.
124.8 or 237.5, Roger.
Matter 74 November, turn right heading 270.
270, 74 November.
77 Golf, you see the river yet?
Negative.
Okay. 140 heading's looking good. I'm just picking you up every now and then, and you're about 7 miles northwest of Scottsboro Airport.
Okay. speak on G6.
24736, climb, maintain 5,000.
736, Roger, out of 4 for 5.
Huntsville approach, 1127 Delta is descending to 7,000 with Echo.
1127 Delta, Huntsville approach, ident, expect ILS 36 left approach.
Okay, 386 left, 27 Delta.
That's 74 November, 3 miles out of marker, turn right at 330, maintain 2,800 till out of marker, ILS 36 left approach.
Cleared for the approach.
That's 77 Golf, let me know when you start picking up the river.
I will.
That's 77 Golf. Do you see the city of Scottsboro yet?
That's negative, possible.
Okay, are you in the clouds or you clear the clouds now?
I'm clear of the clouds. The front is about 5 miles behind me. Clouds go to the ground.
Okay, what you see is that when you finally pick the river up, you'll see a little hill with an antenna on top of it. And Scottsboro Airport's in between that hill and the river.
All right.
Man, 74 November Tower now, 119.7.
197.
Says 736 report reaching 5,000.
736, Roger, call you level 5.
1127 Delta, flight heading 190, descend and maintain 6,000.
6,190 on the heading, 27 Delta.
All right. Seven Golf, what kind of Cessna are you?
172.
Okay.
East 32.
November 1127 Delta, flight heading at 200.
200, 27 Delta.
That's 77 Golf, what do you see now when you look at the ground?
We're still negative on the Tennessee River, just over farmland.
Right. That's 24736 altitude.
736 is out of 4,800.
Roger. What are your flight conditions now?
Same thing, light to occasionally moderate rain, occasional light south.
Right.
East on Eddie line.
Seven Golf, what's your heading now?
We're still 140.
Okay, I'm not painting you on radar at the present time. I just picked you up about 2 sweeps out all the time I've been talking to you. Maintain VFR conditions.
Alright.
Says 24736, climb, maintain 6,000, report region. And Memphis advised they need you level 6 as soon as possible.
I don't think we're going to be able to do that. We have to have carburetor heat to keep from icing and it won't climb with the carburetor heat on.
Okay, maintain 5 and I'll pass the information on.
Okay.
Surface winds, plate 30.
Huntsville, say again?
Give the surface winds to 77 Golf.
Surface winds at Huntsville is 350 a day. Do you have the airport in sight? That's 77 Golf, Huntsville. Do you have the airport in sight? 24736, did you hear his answer? I didn't hear it.
Yes, sir. He's some sort of an airport site, but I don't think it's the one he's looking for.
736, ask him if he sees an airport, and if he does, ask him if he's going to land. 736, his name is 77 Golf. Ask him if he sees the airport and ask him if he's going to land.
Not going to happen, so say again.
24736, Huntsville.
How are you going?
Cessna 24736, Huntsville. 27 Delta flying 180, just add in if you understand. Cessna 24736, Huntsville.
Go ahead.
736, are you talking to 77 Golf? 24736, I can't understand your transmissions now either. Maintain 5000, radar services terminated. Contact Memphis Center 120.8.
20.8, Roger. So long.
27 Delta, do me a favor, call 77 Golf, see if he answers you.
All right. Aircraft 77 Golf, aircraft 77 Golf. Do you read 27 Delta? Okay, he answered me.
27 Delta, ask him if he sees an airport and ask him if he's going to land.
77 Golf, this is King Air 27 Delta. Do you see the airport and are you going to land? Okay, approach. He does have the airport in sight. He's circling around to take a look at it, and it's got an X on one end.
I understand he has the airport, he's circling around, and what was the last part?
He says he has the airport, and the airport runway has an X on one end of it.
It has an X on one end of it?
That's what he says.
Roger. Alright, 27 Delta, it's a closed airport, but he might want to land there at his own risk. Another airplane went in there earlier, and the weather's moving in toward his way. Ask him what he's going to do.
77 Golf, do you read 27 Delta? Okay, I've talked to approach control, and it is a closed airport, but the weather is moving towards you, and another airplane landed there earlier, and you may want to go ahead and land there at your own risk. Over. Are you going to land there? Okay, you say you'd rather go to Scottsboro instead? Okay, first he says he'd rather go to Scottsboro, and he says it should be nearby. Perhaps you could suggest a heading.
$27, ask 77 Golf. If that airport has got a mountain on one side of it, a little hill on one side of it, and then a river on the other. If it does, that's the Scottsboro Airport.
77 Golf, does that airport have a river beside it and a number 1 by it somewhere? Center, he says there's a interstate beside one side of it and the river on the other side of it.
27 tell him that is the Scottsboro Airport. We suggest he go ahead and land, even though it's closed, land at his own risk.
77 Golf, Center advises that is the airport that you want to land at, and you should go ahead and land there at your own risk. Okay, you're on final approach, and I'll relay that to the center. Over.
27 I appreciate all your help. Fly heading 190, have lower party shortly. I understand he's going to land at Scottsboro.
Yes, he said he's on the final approach there now. And 27 Delta 6,190 heading.
It's 27 Delta, descend and maintain 2,800.
And a 6 to maintain 2.8, 27 Delta.
West 88, handoff.
So 27 Delta, turn left to heading a 180. Left 180, 27 Delta. Approach wind 03.
Step east, sequence 2 miles east.
53 Delta off red zone.
30 Delta departure, radar contact. I'm maintain 2,800. Turn left now heading 270.
Left 270 and 2.8 on the altitude.
Circle 30 Delta, spin ILS to runway 36 left.
30 Delta.
Circle 30 Delta, turn left, heading 200.
200, 30D.
Roger. Seneca 27 Delta, turn left heading 180.
We're on 180 now.
Roger. And Seneca 30 Delta, altitude is 2,800, sir.
2,800, 3D, Roger.
Seneca 30 Delta, turn, are you heading now 180?
Negative 200.
Seneca 30 Delta, fly heading of 180, sir.
Left 180, 30D.
King Air 27 Delta, your position is 2.5 miles southeast of the wheel out of mark on downwind. You'll be turning base shortly, sir.
For 27 Delta?
King Air 27 Delta, that's correct, sir. Right now you're 2.5 miles to the southeast of wheel out of mark on downwind for the ILS 36 left.
Roger.
King Air 27 Delta, your position is 3 miles from the wheel out of marker. Turn right, heading 330. Intercept final at 2,800. Cleared for the ILS 36 left approach.
Right turn 330 intercept. We're cleared the ILS 36 left on 127 Delta.
Roger. Seneca 30 Delta. Turn left, heading 170.
Left 170, 30D.
East.
Yes.
87 X-rays in a right turn to 130 to miss the restricted area.
Okay, thank you.
Hospital approach, Seneca 1487 X-rays with you, 7000.
Seneca 1487 X-ray, roger. King Air 27 Delta, it appears you're going across the localizer course. You can just turn it right to heading 015 and rejoin.
We're doing it, thank you.
Yes, sir. We had to bring a little tight downwind there to keep you out of the restricted area. I guess it's brought you a little closer.
Was that a fellow on an IFR flight plan?
King Air 1127 Delta, your position is 2.5 miles from the wheel out of marker. Radar indicates coming on course. Mark Tower 119.7. Report passing the out of marker.
197 Delta, we'll see you now.
Yes, sir. Thank you for your relay on that other aircraft for us. Thank you very much for your help.
Was he on an IFR flight plan?
No, sir, I believe he was VFR.
Okay.
Seneca 30 Delta, now turn right to heading a 180. And your position is 3 miles to the east of the wheel out of marker on downwind for the ILS. Seneca 1487 X-ray, turn left heading 090 into receive enrollment and proceed direct.
Okay, 090, 878.
Seneca 2230 Delta, turn right heading 270. Seneca 87 X-ray, air precipitation at your 1230 position, 5 miles, 3 miles in diameter.
87 X-ray.
And what's your heading right now?
Okay, we're showing about 105.
Roger, are you receiving Rome?
Yes, sir.
Roger, resume on navigation. If you need a deviation around weather, let me know.
Okay, we appreciate any help you can give us. We've been pretty heavy precip. Right now we're in ultra moderate turbulence.
Seneca 30 Delta, your position is 4 miles from wheel out of marker, turn right heading 340, set final at 2,800 clear for the ILS 36 left approach. And Seneca 30 Delta, if you're receiving me, ident, I'm not receiving your transmissions. Thank you.
Go ahead.
Here it comes.
All right.
You ask what is the specific hope, I cannot tell you. All I can tell you is that there is thinking, deep discussion, trying to find a way out of what I can only describe as the most difficult legal situation as it applies to government union relationships that anyone can remember.
You appear to be hinting at an amnesty sort of situation.
No, I don't want to mislead you at all. The President's position is quite clear there. You do remember, though, don't you, the 7-day grace period. I was disappointed that more of the controllers didn't come back during that period. Could there be another such period? And I'm speaking as Ray Donovan, not Secretary of Labor. That's possible, but I'm an optimist and I'm a hopeful guy, or I wouldn't be in Washington to begin with. I'm just telling you, no one is gloating over this situation. It is not a union-busting device, that I emphatically assure you. The President's hand was forced, and he acted as the true chief executive that he is. Now we have to find ways, if they are out there, to help ameliorate what is a tragic situation for so many families.
Yeah, the industry.
Yes.
That's it.
That's the whole thing, huh?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Let me know if the recording level's good for you.
All right.
All right, test 1, 2, 3. Go ahead and raise it. Okay, ready? Yep. August 21st, 1981. Dear Mr. All right, how's that? For the,
Little louder. Little louder.
A little louder?
Yeah.
All right. Back it up a little bit. Okay, ready? Yep. August 21st, 1981. Dear Mr. Webster, the notification of personnel action. How's that?
That's okay.
Okay, here we go. I'm going to back it up and let him start from the beginning. Okay, ready? Yep. August 21st, 1981. Dear Mr. Webster, the notification of personnel action you received when you were appointed to the position of Air Traffic Control Specialist in the FAA contained a remark that your appointment was subject to a 1-year probationary